Ready when
Hello and welcome to CreepyPod. We have, how do you pronounce your name? Evan Kascinde?
Evan Kascinde.
Evan Kascinde. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone says Kascinde or Kascinde or something like that. It's a meme. So I'm pretty big on the Arabic speaking internet. So it's kind of become a meme on that side of the internet to intentionally mispronounce my name, and it drives me up the fucking wall.
Oh, I have to try something.
Yeah.
Don't it?
Yeah. Kashinda. Yeah.
I have the ability to like edit almost hour-long footage, so I just fix it all in OBS at once. So I found a way to play up sound effects and music on my computer, but of course it's too much for my computer to handle.
Well, to be honest, we can always add some music in post. I could hit up Daniel or Maria. They can make a custom soundtrack.
Yeah, well, anyways. Well, what are we reading today?
We are reading Feed the Pig. Let me see who wrote it.
Have you seen this before?
No, I've never. But it is written by Elias Witherow, who I've heard the name Elias Witherow before, but I don't know who they are. Anyways.
It's a big story online, at least. I've seen many big YouTubers done it, but I've never watched it or even read it myself either, so this is gonna be very entertaining.
I do know a former friend of mine, for reasons I will not get into, did read it at one point, but...
This one?
Yeah, but I never read it, so...
Well, we were considering Sandman beforehand, but both me and...
We shall not speak of Jacob the Monkey.
Yeah.
That's a nickname I had for him.
Okay.
He had for himself. We will not speak of Jacob the Monkey.
What the fuck is the coincidence that story I found randomly online is written by someone you know? That...
Oh yeah. Honestly, I in case you're wondering, I've been doing this whole thing called Pasta Box, which is basically taking lesser known creepypastas. We did Wolves of Cardiff, we did Agents of Fear, we did we're doing Gateway of the Mind, which is probably the most well-known of the bunch on there.
Yeah.
We have a few others. It's just 7 little short films, maybe more. But through that, we're doing one episode on the Sandman, and that's how I met the guy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fun. Well.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you want to...
By the way, before we get into it, Sandman, genuinely scary story to everyone watching. Y'all need to read it. I cannot do that story justice.
Well, we could do it another time if that's okay. if someone wants us to read it up.
Yeah. By the way, I always forget. Are you from Denmark or Sweden or Norway? It's one of the three. I always forget.
Nah, this is offensive, bro. Do not call me a Norwegian, bro. Do not call me a Norwegian. Nah, I'm from Sweden.
Where are you from?
Sweden.
Sweden. Okay, so you are Swedish. Okay,
yes.
That's where I was leading most towards.
Yeah, but that's why my pronunciation is kind of bad, and my guest is the ones who narrates. But yeah, I like voice acting, so taking the voice lines is fun. Well, anyways, do you want to start us off?
Nam. Let's go. I slowly opened my eyes, my head swimming. A dull pain surrounded my throat. I was thirsty. That was the first thing I noticed. I licked my lips dry as my surroundings faded into focus. My body ached, and I realized it was because I was tightly bound to a metal chair, in the middle of an empty room. The barren concrete walls were stained by dirt, and the floor beneath my bare feet was cold and slightly wet. A single bulb lit the room, dangling from the ceiling by a string. It cast moving shadows, and I blinked back darkness. An open door stood before me. But I couldn't see anything but the wall of a hallway. I tried to clear my head, tried to remember how I got here. I squeezed my eyes shut and forced myself not to panic. I slowed my breathing, focused my thoughts, desperately trying to summon some recollection of why I was here. I couldn't remember anything. I opened my eyes and exhaled. Parched. My throat was parched, throbbing. I could hear sound echoing off the hallway walls outside the door, screaming, clanging, howling. All very distant. That did nothing to help calm my nerves.
Okay, so he's simply kidnapped.
What?
So he's simply kidnapped. Is that that's the opening?
Ah, yes.
Oh shit, I woke up in a room. I'm kidnapped now.
Yep.
Well, well, yeah, it works.
Honestly, the not remembering it makes me think of, so I have a lot of Muslim friends, and the thing about Jahannam, which is like the hell of Islam, basically. In Jahannam, until you know your misdeeds, you will not remember why you're there.
Oh, so you think he's dead?
I think it's gonna be a fake out. He's gonna be like, "Am I in hell?" And it turns out he's not in hell. I think that's gonna be a fake out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. This, I don't know if I don't.
Be a fake out.
Wait,
what the? I'm in hell, going insane.
What does a pig have to do with this?
Like it's just in like a basement.
What the hell does a pig has to do with this?
I don't know.
Feed the goddamn pig, man.
It's good build up, though. It's good build up.
Yeah, it is a good build up. It's very well written.
Yeah, I'll be
okay.
honest, for a lot of creepypastas, it feels like story build up is a foreign concept to a lot of those people.
Yeah.
One thing that immediately comes to mind is probably Jeff the Killer, where you're just that into it, like.
I have to say that's so fucking creepy. You know, that was my biggest piece of fear when I was little. You know, when I was a child, that was the first creepypasta I've ever heard. So no, I laid up all nights crying because I was scared that Jeff the Killer would come and eat me or something. And my first creepypasta. Wait, I need to finish.
Honestly, one of the scariest you could think of.
Russian sleep experiment.
And the fact that my first creepypasta was Ted the Caver.
Oh!
I still have a fear of caves.
Wait, we have to do that on this podcast. I was afraid of
them before, but that like solidified it.
Yeah, we have to do Ted the Caver on this fucking podcast. Yeah. But as I was saying, I read Jeff the Killer again just some weeks ago, and I was like, this is probably written by a fucking 13-year-old.
Actually, I know the person who wrote it, and they were like 7 at the time. So
7 at the no, wait, what? No, actually,
that's disturbing though. That a 7-year-old would write that violent of shit.
I don't know if I believe that.
Well, that's at least what the person claiming to have written it said. So, I have no reason not to believe them.
Yeah, well. Maybe that's true. That's just fucking crazy. I don't know what
age they are now. I don't think anyone does. So maybe if we found out their current age, we can just backtrack it by year.
Yeah. But. Well, anyways, this is a line. Hello?
I cried, the word tearing at my vocal cords. I felt my chest hitch in pain, but I cleared my throat and yelled again.
Is anyone there? Hello?
Dark hallway remained silent, except for the constant echoes. Shut my mouth. Tried to wriggle free of my bindings. The rope was knotted impossibly tight. I fought back against my imagination as it flooded my mind with horrific scenarios of what awaited me. Only I could remember. Suddenly, footsteps erupted from outside the doors. A rapid patter of small feet. My hopes rose. and I trained my attention on the door, praying it was help. A young boy ran into the room, dressed in a red onesie, complete with padded feet. Stretched over his face was a plastic devil mask. The eye holes revealed massive blue eyes that greeted me curiously. Taken back, I opened my mouth to speak, but that's when I know something was off. His eyes were huge, impossibly round and bulging from their sockets. It sent a shiver of unease down my spine. But I shook it off. This child might be able to free me.
Hey!
I hissed urgently.
Hey kid, can you get me out? Can you get me out of here?
The boy took a step closer, cocking his head, but remaining silent. I rattled my bound arms against the chair.
Cut me free, please. I shouldn't be here. There's some kind of mistake.
The boy eyed me behind his strange mask and stopped directly in front of me. He leaned in close and whispered, his voice like wet silk.
You did a bad thing.
Confused, I shook my head.
No. Wait, no. This is a mistake. I didn't do anything.
The boy's enormous blue eyes suddenly filled with sadness.
Sadness? Wait, where are we? I'm sorry. Sadness. Oh, you did a really, really bad thing.
Shook my head again violently.
No! I'm sorry, I don't remember. Just please get me out of this chair.
Suddenly, before either of us could speak again, a man came charging into the room. He was overweight and dressed in overalls, his grizzled face twisted in seething anger. He was holding a sawed-off shotgun in his arms.
Wait. Okay, wait. Whoa. We're going too fast. What the fuck happened? What?
I got way too into that. I'm gonna put the knife down. I got way into that.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Wait, what?
I'll reread that. No.
I heard what happened.
This is a
No. I mean more like what the fuck is happening? Why the fuck were there fucking? There was a child with a devil mask, and now there's a guy with a shotgun.
I predicted the hell fake out.
What the fuck is going on? There's a shotgun in his arm. Okay, I didn't do anything.
Right. I cried as he advanced on us. My voice cracked.
I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be here.
The big man ignored. Sorry.
Wait, what? The big
man ignored. Let me
the big man.
Down.
What? Okay.
The big man. Why is that such a funny phrase?
The big man.
That is the same energy as like the bye-bye man, the scary man.
The big scary man.
The big man. Okay, it's quite a good story. I think that's just one fluke.
Okay. Let's give it a chance.
Okay. Big man ignored me. Instead, he grabbed the kid and shoved him hard against the wall.
Okay.
The boy grunted as his back struck the concrete and his eyes rose to meet the grizzled man's. Wordlessly, the man raised his shotgun, placed it against the boy's forehead, blew his head off. Chunks of gore splattered the wall as shock sludged me in the stomach like an iron fist. My ears rang and time seemed to slow as I watched the horror as the headless body crumpled to the ground. My breath rushed back into my lungs and the time seemed to readjust.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Screamed, straining against my ropes, my eyes bulging in horrific shock.
What the fuck?
Man ignored my screams as he bent down and picked up the boy. He slung the ruined corpse over his shoulder and walked out the doorway.
What the fuck? Where did all this gore come from?
I know, it's a little too sudden for my
Yeah, it came to...
Gore can be good. And I'm not one of the people who's like, oh, never have gore in your
Oh, no,
story.
of course not, of course not.
No disrespect to Dennis Conway, Who Don't Hoodlum's Revenge. No disrespect to him. But I do think the whole gore is always bad vibe I get from him is a little extreme. But either way, he is right when less can equal more most of the time. But I feel like there are instances where a lot can work. When a lot works, it can't come out of nowhere. It can't just be, he opened the door and there were blood and guts spilled everywhere and there was a blood waterfall and intestines were raining from above. Like, that's too much. But if it's something like, I opened the door, hearing only echoes of what sounded like an animal's bleat. A small trail of blood was on the ground. I continued to follow, the trail only growing larger. This makes no sense. Wouldn't the trail get smaller? Was it leading to me?
Are you rating
Something
now?
escaped the door. No, I'm coming up with my own.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Example of coming up with,
I'm too tired and confused right now.
Yeah. You have. Was something trying to escape? No. I came right when the knock happened. It must have been dragged away. To my absolute disdain, upon coming to the end of the trail, I saw it. A bath of blood. In the most literal sense, a bloodbath. With a single hand inside of it, holding a golden spork.
A golden... What?
A golden spork.
Why?
I don't know what was with the Call of Duty Black Ops reference there, or Black Ops 2. But still, my point is, like, that's how you build it up. Like, you build it up slowly. You don't just go, oh, there's gore now. You go, like, it's incremental, you know? It can be done fast, but if it's done fast, it needs to make sense. It can't just be sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're, like, for example, it's a war, and you're in shock, and when you come out of shock, you realize how bloody it is, that can work really well. But if it's just like, oh, there's blood and gore now, it just doesn't work.
Mm. Oh, yes.
Anyways, I'll continue.
Yeah, let's see.
Suddenly, the hallway erupted with malicious laughter. A chorus of voices, all howling in glee. I shut my eyes, the noise deafening. Absolute terror filled my every pore. After a few moments, the laughter faded. I cautiously opened my eyes, unable to believe what I had just witnessed.
Can I just ask? You are from Russia, are you?
No, I am not from Russia.
Oh, sorry. I got some accent. I've never asked where you're from, actually.
I have like a weird accent thing, because long story short, my father was Palestinian, my mother was Ukrainian. I got it, they were country jumpers, neither of them had any, they're both stateless, or at least they were at the time. So they put me up for adoption. I get adopted into an American family, spend a lot of time talking with my bio parents, so I have this weird conflagration of like a Palestinian, Ukrainian, and American accent all at once.
Mm-hmm.
And it just...
I noticed that.
Confuses everyone.
Yeah, it confuses me too.
You're a part of everyone.
anyways. Hello?
I jumped as I realized there was another man standing before me. He was dressed in a simple white button-down shirt and jeans. His brown hair was cut short. He appeared to be in his early 30s. His green eyes were dull and lifeless. His full lips pulled down at the corners.
What is going on? Where am I?
I cried, new fear pooling in my stomach like hot blood. The man crossed his arms.
Wait, I need to scroll down here. I'm not following.
I recommend you scroll down and like keep your cursor on the line at that.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm trying to keep up in OBS here, so people can read with us. Okay. So you're the new one, huh?
He shook his head.
You people disgust me.
Questions bubbled on my lips. But he waved them off with a sharp chop of his hand, slicing the air and demanding my silence. He ran his tongue over his teeth, sneering.
You look like you've already seen some of the horrors of this place. Fuck. You look like you have already seen some of the horrors this place holds, huh? Yes, I can tell by the look in your eyes. You're terrified. You've seen something, haven't you? It doesn't seem all that bad now, does it? Looking back, you've been here 5 minutes and already you're shitting your pants.
What is that line?
I think it's good. I think it's good.
I think it's good, but I'm just not expecting it. It's good, but I'm just like, it just feels like we've come up with, like we've found wherever this is version of Negan.
But I definitely believe that this is some kind of afterlife. It's.
I don't think it's an afterlife, but I think it's a guy. I think it's probably, the way I'm leaning it now is it's probably some sick, twisted CIA experiment where they're like trying to convince people they're in hell and see how it works. I mean, that there was a similar experiment to that in the 50s, not in the U.S., but it was in Batista's Cuba, and it was called La something ahora, which meant like the devil's hour. And Batista would take random people off plantations, usually poor, and just put them and make them think they were in hell. So it has happened in the past, although not in the U.S. Maybe it's Batista doing this.
Do you live in America?
Yes, why?
Cool. I just wondered.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of my country right now.
I am not a fan of your country either.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We're a full-blown fascist country now, and it scares me. I'm going to say it. I might be on the chopping block for saying this, but people need to rise up and, like, actually do something.
Yeah. Actually, are you a Trump supporter or not?
I am not a Democrat nor a Republican. I think that two-party duopoly is just a method of control, my friend.
Yeah, you seem...
You want extremely socially hateful oligarchs that exploit you for your wealth and your well-being, or do you want extremely hateful but less so oligarchical group that wants to exploit you for your wealth and your labor?
Yeah.
It's like bad and slightly by less than 1% and 1% and 1% bad. It's like we're fucked either way.
Oh yeah, this world is fucking damned from the fucking start.
Not really.
Yeah, really.
Say anything, and if Laos doing well and China doing well doesn't say anything, there are pockets where things are doing better, and they're gonna have to save our ass most likely.
Well, yep. Well, maybe we're getting into the wrong subject here, but well, it's interesting.
We definitely are. This is about creepypasta, not
not political opinions.
The indignation of the democratic socialist Jamahariya.
Anyways, where are we? Where am I?
Gasped, unable to hold back any longer.
What do you people want?
The man crossed his arms behind his back.
I bet you want to get out of here, don't you? I bet you'd like to go back to your home, to your family, everything. Please?
I interrupted.
What? What did I do to you? Wait, what?
It's what?
What did I do to you? I'm sorry. I truly am, but I don't remember anything.
Man rolled his eyes.
You didn't do anything to me. You did it to yourself. You really don't remember anything?
Shook my head. Felt tears brimming in my eyes. Liquid tear. The man looked at me with contempt.
You waited until your wife left for work, and then you went out to the woodshed and hung yourself. You're dead.
Oh wow, it is in hell.
Oh wow, it is in hell. Wait, who is this guy then? Is this the devil? Was the boy the devil?
It's just like some, like, this isn't even like the Christian hell. It's just some like random deity, like it's fucking Jihad or Zoroaster or something like that.
Yeah. Well, where the fuck does the pig come from? Where is the pig?
I'm guessing he's the pig.
Is he what? That's kind of rude.
I'm joking, by the way, but after I said it, I'm like, wait, is that actually
Is
where
that
we're
actually
going?
it?
A joke may not actually have been a joke.
Well, should I
A recent
continue?
memory rose in my mind like a monster from a bog. My eyes went wide. As much as I wanted to deny it, he was right. I had killed myself. The incident tore through my brain like a bullet train and left me reeling.
I'm Danny, by the way.
Anne said, ignoring the shocked look on my face.
And I'm number 2 here. I run the orientation process. I want to make this quick because I'm tired of repeating this fucking thing to your pathetic suicidals. You get one question before I begin.
He stared down at me and I scrambled to organize my thoughts into something cohesive. This was all horrifying. Why had I killed myself? I fought against the fog and panic in the midst of confusion slowly began to lift. I lost my job. Yes, that was the start. Squeezed my eyes shut and forced more of the memory to emerge. I'd lost my job. I was about to lose the house. My wife? Yes. She found out and she was going to leave me. I didn't have any way out. I didn't have any options. Getting fired had come out of the blue. I didn't have much in savings. I was broke, soon to be homeless. My wife hated me for it. Or something else. Yes, that's right. She had been cheating on me. I'd seen the texts on her phone while she slept one night. And my suspicions. My life had degraded to shit. And I had run out of options. Humiliated and ashamed.
Hey, fucker!
Death was my only option.
Oh. Hey, fucker! Do you have a question or not?
And he said, snapping his fingers in front of my face. I was sucked back into reality and asked the only question that mattered.
Is this hell?
And he snorted.
That's always what you people ask.
This is not hell. It's not heaven either.
What?
This is the...
Where are you going now? That's always what you people ask. He began to pace back and forth.
I had a brain diarrhea there. He began to pace back... Sorry, I gotta do this right. He began to pace back and forth. In front of me.
No. This is not hell. It's not heaven either. This is the Black Farm. And no, I didn't name it that. This is where God sends the little souls who have ended their own life. Suicidals. You see, he doesn't really know what to do with you. And neither does the devil. There are genuinely good people who kill themselves. Seems cruel to banish them to hell for all that eternity for a moment of weakness, right? Personally, I think God and the devil were just tired of arguing about it, and so they sent them here to the Black Farm. Did God create this place?
I asked, growing more and more confused. Danny bit on the floor, chuckling.
Sure. At some point, but he lost control of it when what? When he put the pig in charge?
Oh, this is one of those.
When he put the pig in charge. Okay.
I'll be honest. This is a great story, aside from the occasional shit like that.
What the fuck?
The big man.
The pig in charge.
It's like it's such a good story, but then there's these genuine parts that I just cannot laugh at or take seriously at all.
Oh, okay.
The pig seems less like an owner of a weird offshoot of whatever.
Would it actually be a pig?
Or like a mob boss. Hey, it's Finny the pig over there.
Is it
Finny
actually
the
a pig?
will fuck you up. He'll eat you, mate. I don't know why I became Australian for the last 2 words.
Okay.
Is there an Aussie mafia? I know there's a South African mob, but is there an Aussie mafia?
I don't
Neither do I. All right, let's go.
know. Oh, what's the pig?
I asked, unsure. I wanted to know the answer. Then he held up a hand, annoyed.
Can I fucking finish? God created this place eons ago. Mary put the pig in charge and then forgot about it for a while. Well, when his back was turned. Well, when his back was turned, the pig decided to use his new powers to try and create his own little world. This mess you see around you is a fractured remains of that experiment. The black farm used to be a lot nicer, but the pig wanted things to be different. He wanted to create his own fucking vision. These people you see, these monsters, they are the pig's attempts of creating functioning life instead of mirroring God's earth. These mutated, horrible creations are full of sin and hatred. They run rampant out here, unabashed. This place is chaos. The Black Farm is a circus of freaks and monsters, and it's your eternity.
They're boiled in my gut like thick oil. Someone better not tell the Americans. No, this couldn't be my end.
I'm sorry.
Stuff like this wasn't real. I would wake up soon and realize I was just having a nightmare. That had to be it. Danny stood before me and lightly slapped my face.
Hey. Don't go into hysterics on me. I haven't finished yet.
I raised my teary eyes to meet his. Danny smiled.
You can always... Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You can always feed the pig. Oh, okay, there comes the title.
From my lungs like burning steam.
What does that mean?
And he spreads his hands, still smiling.
It's as simple as that. Feed the pig. If you do so, there's a chance he'll send you back to your life. And what happens if it doesn't?
I bumbled.
You get sent to hell. So flip a coin if you have one. Stay here with us or feed the pig. If you choose to stay, I'll let you go. I'll let you go out there.
He said this, pointing towards the door.
But let me assure you, what awaits you at the end of the hallway, well, let's just say, hell isn't that much worse. I don't know why I made this guy like a psychotic clown in my head.
It sounds less like a clown and more like a Scarecrow from Batman.
Oh yeah, yeah, it does.
Yeah, I swallowed hard, trying my best to digest everything. Why wouldn't I try feeding the pig? Whatever that meant, if there was even a sliver of hope, I would take it. An eternity in this place? Black Farm? Be sent to hell or feed the pig? Would do anything for a chance to go back. This nightmare made my problem seem nothing in comparison. Annie raised a hand before he could speak. Oh, my cat's coming to say hi.
Oh.
Hello, Scout.
Where are you, by the way? What is the background? Oh, hello!
I am in my own house. So
Are you? It looks like a school or something.
What a lucky view.
Well, okay.
You're here.
I'll let you think on it for a
He's
while.
funny.
I'll be back later. I want to feed the pig.
I cried, not wanting to spend another second in this awful room. Scout, don't step on my computer. I
Scout?
could hear. Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, cute.
Woman screaming down the hallway, her cries rising as something meaty pounded into her. My breath and sharp pulls in my throat. My throat burned. Danny noticed that noise and grinned.
Sounds pretty bad, huh?
He said softly as that woman's voice creaked in agony. Something was still slamming into her, the sound of beaten flesh igniting my imagination with horrors.
Please.
I gasped, breathless.
Just let me feed the pig. I don't want to stay here any longer.
Danny turned away from me.
I'll be back later. Enjoy a little time alone. Really think about your situation. Weigh your options. And remember, you put yourself here.
With that, he was gone, leaving me in the dim room. Tears streamed down my face. That woman didn't stop screaming. For hours. At some point, I fell into a semi-sleep. The darkness in the room seemed to press in on me. My eyes fluttered shut. My body ached. My throat was a hollow of fire. Cursed, raked at my windpipe like sharp glass. My lips felt like crumpled paper. My head thundered like a drum. The room swam in and out of focus, and my mind drifted towards the horrific sounds that never happened. Sorry, that never ended. I was lost in a haze, unaware that something was sliding into the room. I felt a sharp prick on my big toe. I built it out of my daze. My bare foot ignited with pain. I screamed and tried to move, but my bindings held me tight. The room rushed back into focus. I blinked in agony. I felt blood trickle between my toes. I looked down for the source of pain, and it felt like a scream claw at my throat. Staring up at me was an armless man. He slithered on the floor like a worm, his bald head scabbed and filthy. His legs were wrapped together in barbed wire, forcing him to wriggle, his body to move. His eyes were lidless and wide, two bloodshot white orbs that stared up at me with hungry intensity. His teeth had been removed and replaced with long screws which jutted from his bleeding gums like a broken rock formation. Round his neck was a chain leash, hauled across the floor to an open door. The end of this leash was held by a tall, naked man.
Naked man? Wait, is that his name?
I don't know.
The end of the leash was held by a tall naked man. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. It sounded like was held by the naked man. I was like, what? who the fuck is the naked
I
man?
mean, I wouldn't put it past that to be his actual name, considering this also has characters named the Big Man and the Pig.
No. His name was Danny.
No, because the Big Man was a different dude.
Oh yeah, he was the same dude. He was the one who came in and shot the child.
Oh, so his name isn't Big Man.
No,
okay.
it is.
That's my weird brain being a weird brain.
Oh, my brain is being weird too. Naked man, like what?
His body was hairless and flat. That's quite the descriptor.
Oh yeah. Covered in scabs like his.
Scabs like his head. A dirty bag was pulled over his head that hid his features, except for a single red eye that peeked out at me. A crude cut in the cloth. He stared at me and why? I'm gonna skip that.
Wait. He stared at me and. Oh, okay.
I am not reading the
sure.
soft porn.
Yeah, that's good.
As the armless man wriggled towards me again. Yeah, no, I'm skipping this paragraph.
Oh. Okay. Get off of me! Stop it!
I screamed, horrified. I tried to kick the man, doing my best to avoid his sharp, metal teeth. I brought my heel down on his head and he screamed as his face bounced off the floor. Okay, can we... this feels like softcore porn.
What the fuck? Wait, I'm sorry. What the fuck is this paragraph?
Yeah, let's just skip the next two.
Wait, I want to read it in my head first.
Okay, read it in your head, but I will not be indulging in that. I don't like when creepypastas do this.
That
when
is-
they have...
it's okay, but less. But like, this is too much. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Where the fuck did it came from? The naked man started
Where did that come from? That
Okay.
just feels like it's in there for the purpose to be shocking. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna admit it. It
But
doesn't feel like
I think it
has
kind of
a-
works. It kind of works in some way.
I don't think it does.
The shocking, I mean, the shocking part, it
It's
works.
shocking, yeah, but I feel like it kind of takes away from the story. Because,
Yeah.
like, you know,
It
when
kinda
there's
grows
people
me out,
like,
yes.
I can handle a lot. So, when I can handle a lot and I'm skipping the paragraph, there are going to be a lot of people who are skipping the paragraph.
Yeah, but it seems to be over after this
Yeah.
man. Okay. I don't want to scream too loud because
There.
there's people sleeping in my house. But get me out of here!
I listened to the two men retreat down the
Nah, I
hallway.
screamed.
Oh, I screamed. Strands of puke running down my chin.
I don't belong here.
I listened to the two men retreat down the hallway, the clank of chains accompanied by the sound of flesh being dragged across the concrete. I screamed again, but I knew no one was going to help me. I spit a wad of phlegm. I spit a wad of phlegm.
What the
And
fuck is...
bile.
Wait, what is phlegm?
I don't know. It looks Turkish, so I'm saying phlegm.
Okay.
It's before bile. A wad of phlegm and bile onto the floor, ridding my mouth of its sourness. Oh, mucus. It's probably just a different word for mucus.
Oh, yeah.
Forced myself to calm down. It wasn't easy. After some time, I heard someone else approaching. I had been in a miserable lull, my mind a blank canvas of dark despair. The noise roused... I misread that initially. The noise aroused me from my trance-like state. The muscles in my arms burned from being restrained for so long.
Wait. I lost where we are now. At some time, I heard someone else approaching. Have you gotten there yet?
Yes.
Uh,
Trying my best to prepare
wait,
myself
try
for
my-
whatever
wait, I-
door
I s-
about to walk through the door. I'm at footsteps now.
Oh, footsteps. Okay.
Footsteps drew closer, and a woman walked in the room. She stopped at the doorway and looked at me. One of her eyes was missing. A dark, cavernous hole in her skull. Her hair was ratty and wild, brown tangle like a forgotten nest. Her skin was pale and filthy, and she was dressed in rags. I couldn't tell how old she was, but there was maturity in her one good eye. Still thinking?
No, it's me. My lines. Thank
Sorry.
you. You're taking away the only thing I have here. Still thinking?
She asked, her voice hoarse and brittle.
What?
Took a step closer.
Are you still deciding whether you're going to feed the pig or not?
I looked at her cautiously.
Yeah, I am. Who are you? What do you want? I was once where you are now,
She said,
trying to decide my fate. I couldn't believe that this was what happened. What happened after we die. It wasn't what I was thought. Religion didn't warn me about this place.
tested my bindings again before asking.
You killed yourself too? You're a person like me? You're not one of those creations.
She snorted.
Breaks my heart that you even have to ask, though.
She touched the hole where her eyes should have been.
Though, I can understand your caution. Yeah, I am a suicidal. I've been here for a long, long time. But that was my choice. I decided to chance it here.
Motioned my head towards the door.
What's out there? What is all this?
Exhaled heavily and leaned against the wall.
Let's see. I need to... Something stopped working for me, so... Okay. I can't even begin to describe this place. It's like nothing you've ever seen. You walk down that hallway and go out into it, and
You swallowed.
you'd have to see it to understand. How bad is it? Why are these mutated people hurting and killing each other?
I asked. She let her head loll back against the wall.
Why is there so many voice lines? Wait, she let her head loll. Is that a word?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
It's just lolling just means like you roll your head back and
Oh,
forth.
I thought you just said I rolled
like-
my
it's
head.
like
I thought it
this.
was a spelling mistake.
No. She's just rolling her head.
Okay.
Genuinely a creepy image, actually. Like, imagine if someone, like, whether they are in this situation or not, just went up to a wall, leaned their head, and started doing that. It would be genuinely creepy, no matter the situation.
This is a long line though. Let me get my woman voice here. It would take years for you to fully understand this place. Years you don't have. Right now, you have to make a decision. Stay or feed the pig. They tell me hell is worse than here, but it can't be by much. It can't be by much. Monsters and suicidals roam the black farm, killing, brutalizing, and then you wake up and wonder how long you can survive before something else kills you. It's an endless cycle. So why did you stay?
Depressed.
Why didn't you feed the pig? I don't even know what that means. But I would do anything for a chance to go back. I can't stay here. I just can't.
She smiled sadly at me.
Why? Why did I choose this? It's simple really. I'm a coward. I was a coward when I was alive, and I'm a coward in death. When it comes down to it, when the moment presented itself, I chose to stay here. I didn't know what awaited me outside. It boiled down to a simple choice fueled by my own fear. What is the pig? What does it do to you?
Depressed. She suddenly turned to go.
Yeah. I'm afraid that's for you I'm afraid that's for you to find out. But let me warn you. Think hard before you make your decision. Sometimes suffering through your fear is better than suffering for eternity. Be brave. What do I do?
Yelled, shaking in my chair as she walked out the door. She paused and took one last look over her shoulder. Her eye darted around and she dropped her voice to a whisper.
Feed the pig.
And with that, she was gone. I sat in silence once again. My mind was spinning, desperately turning over my options. I still couldn't fully understand the situation I was in. It was too much, too overwhelming. The side of death wasn't supposed to be like this. Don't know what I had expected. But it wasn't this nightmare. Questions crashed over my mind like cold waves onto a sinking ship. How was I supposed to make a choice when I didn't even know what my actions entailed? I think they were trying to use the word enthralled, not entailed.
I don't even know anymore.
This place, the Black Farm, I couldn't stay here. What if I went to hell? What if I didn't get sent back? I would be out of the fire and into the frying pan.
That's a fun sentence.
That's also backwards. The idea is out of the frying pan into the fire, and they reversed it. My existence would forever be damned to unending misery.
Misery.
Here though.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Here were people like me, suicidals. It wasn't all monsters and mutilated murderers. Maybe I could hold up someone with them. Try to scrape together a passable existence. Surely that would be better than getting sent to hell. No, 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 no. This wasn't going to be how I spent my eternity. I refused to let it be. If there was even the slightest sliver of hope, I would take it. I didn't want to wonder what could have been. I didn't want to be tormented by doubt. I would feed the pig, accept whatever fate it chose for me. When I boiled down,
When I boiled it down.
when I boiled it down, that was the only option left. I would feed the pig.
But it's still, who the fuck is this pig? I guess we're soon gonna find out. But like,
It might just be an actual pig.
yeah, I actually believe it's a pig.
Yeah.
Like, anticlimax is just a little pig. You just go up and feed it food.
It's not even like a full-grown pig. It's just a fucking.
It's just you go up and feed it
It
carrots.
just unhinges like SCP-096 just unhinges its jaw and swallows you whole.
You just go no. You just go up as on a farm and just feed the pig a carrot or something, and then you get sent back.
Yeah, you just feed the pig. It would be actually quite the hell torture, you know?
Yeah.
Because like, you make someone feel like it's awful, but because they're good people who committed suicide, it essentially means they're actually not going to have it that bad. Obviously, that's not going to be the twist, but it would be kind of nice.
Well, hey, hello, Danny!
I yelled, rattling in my chair.
I made my decision, Danny!
After a couple of seconds, I heard footsteps echo down the hall towards me. Danny walked through the doorway, an annoyed look on his face.
I made my choice.
I said,
I'm going to feed the pig. Sounds like you really thought a lot about it since I left you.
Danny said sarcastically.
Oh, sarcastically. Sounds like you really thought about a lot about it since I left you.
And he said sarcastically, apparently. I've always said sarcastically. Why has no one corrected me till now?
Because
Danny walked behind me.
No, I licked my lips.
Oh, I already read that. I licked my lips.
You do the same if... Wait, who the fuck says that? Wait. You
The
do
man
this...
that
Why would
torture
he
victim.
say... Oh. You do the same thing if you were in my place.
And he walked... Okay, just had to pet my cat.
Oh.
Danny walked behind me.
I was in your place once. And I chose differently.
I had a brain diarrhea again. My eyes widened, and then Danny wrapped my entire head with a strip of thin cloth, blinding me. I sucked in as much air as I could, but each lungful felt empty.
Felt empty.
Danny cut me free
Right.
from the chair, and the body sighed as many stiff muscles were released. I rolled my shoulders, and my hands were released, and I moaned with relief. I dug my fingers into my back and stretched my bones. What?
Well, I dug my fingers into my back and I stretched.
over. I think they mean over my back.
And I stretched over. Oh, yeah. My
That's a
bones
phrase.
cracking.
Dug
Yeah.
my fingers over
Yeah,
my
okay.
back, like this. Not into. When I think into, I think like you've cut yourself and just sticking them in there.
Yeah. Well, keep your blindfold on and follow me.
And he said, pulling me up. My legs shook as I put weight on them. My thighs trembling after the long cemented position. I groped blindly in front of me and found Danny's shoulder. I rested my hand on it as he walked us out of the room. As we entered the hallway, I could suddenly hear a sound I hadn't before. The clank of metal, a long, fleshy tearing noise, something vomiting. These sounds are sprang to my life and ears. I don't know what I was trying to say there. These sounds sprang to life in my ears, painting the darkness before my eyes with an imaginary scene of horror. I crippled Danny's shoulder tighter, stumbling behind him, my heart thundering. I've heard something trailing behind us, but Danny didn't seem to notice. Or if he did, he didn't care. Flesh slapped the concrete mere inches behind me, and I suddenly felt hot breath on my neck, and the click of, oh no!
Okay, not too bad, not too bad.
I'm worried this is gonna be another one of those
Yeah,
situations.
well, let's just continue and hope it's not.
Go into... Oh, God, you gotta do this with a southern accent. This is totally southern accent territory.
I don't know how to do one. Going to feed the piggy, yeah. You seem
That's more
disappointed
like
at me.
Bulgarian.
I don't know. I see this being like someone mocking him, like, going to feed the piggy, yeah.
Something whispered in my ear. Felt something press against the back of my head, and I tried not to think about what it might be. It was wet and slimy, and I heard the thing chuckle.
It's a hungry pig. You make sure he gets his meal now.
The thing whispered again, its voice low and unlike anything I had ever heard before. It was like a series of grunts and moans doubled together to form broken words.
Well, I need to use the restroom again. Just talk to the camera for a second. I'll be absolutely right back.
Because there's not any, there's not any... Actually, no, you're probably going to want to hear it. So, yeah. Okay, while Rasmus, relieves himself, I will be just saying random things. I don't know. Do I self-promote? No, I'm not going to self-promote. Has anyone seen a decommissioned smoke grenade? They're fun stuff. Movies? I mean, there's this thing as well. I'll go find my cats. Maybe you guys will like them. Alright, guys. You saw Scouts, and I get to see Ruby. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Sometimes she doesn't want to be held, and sometimes she doesn't want to be let go. It's the funniest thing to me. Still talking to the camera. And Scout's meowing.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Rassass is back. What have you guys talked about?
Ruby, my other cat, Ruby. I showed her to the thing.
The thing?
The peoples. The
thing.
The internet people. Oh my God! So there's a language spoken in Palestine, Pashtun. I'm fluent in it. But what's really funny, Mausa Mohammed Abu Marsouk, he speaks Pashtun, and he had a really funny phrase, because at one point, like, before he died, he had the nickname, the Strip Fox, like Gaza Strip Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like an interview, and they're like, "Why do people call you the Desert Strip Fox?" And he just said, word for word, which means it was a name bestowed upon me by the internet people.
Okay, that's weird information out of nowhere.
Yes, it is.
Well. Oh, you're a fun guy chatting with. So let's continue.
Alright. My relief, I heard the thing retreat back to wherever it had come from. And I continued to follow Danny. He remained silent as we walked. And I could feel shifts in the air. The thick heat gave way to a cooler, almost pleasant temperature. Then it kept decreasing as soon as I was shivering violently against the cold. I couldn't see anything, but I felt a breeze on my face like we were outside. I didn't hear Danny open any doors, but nothing about this place was natural. It was like reality blurred and blended into itself. Like reels of film melting together. Oh, so Libyans. I'm joking.
Oh, I don't know other country jokes.
So Libyan culture is Libya is a massive melting pot. Because of this, they've created this single culture of just a blend of cultures that is so far removed from everything else that a lot of people make jokes that they're from an alternate dimension bleeding into ours.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
the joke.
Okay. Yes.
Basically, Libyans have a very strange but actually quite awesome culture.
Okay, then I'm on. Okay, continue.
It's as much as a backhand compliment as it is an actual compliment. But yeah. Teeth chattering. I was suddenly blasted with an intense heat and I gasped. My feet tripped over themselves as the terrain changed. And I was suddenly walking on what felt like warm iron. Are we talking like warm iron, meaning like warm by our standards, or like burning your feet?
Huh? Wait,
My ears
my
were
feet
filled
tripped over
with,
themselves.
My ears
I
were
guess
filled
the-
with of blazing furnaces and the clash of working machinery. I couldn't see it, but I felt like there was a vast open expanse overhead. I smelled ash and tasted dirt on my tongue. Sweat already forming along my spine. Suddenly, I crashed into Danny as he came to a halt. Backed up a few paces, quickly, and muttered my apologies. I could hear movement in front of us. A rustle of chains, an odd clicking sound in the metal floor. Something else too, something snorting.
Oh no, we're going to get to meet the
And
pig.
The room, yes. The room filled with a deafening sound of immense pigs squealing. I covered my ears.
Wait, I'm sorry, wait. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, that just, that came funny at me. There was a heat room, very scary with metal chains and stuff, and just a pig squeak.
I covered my ears, head splitting at the high-pitched wail. I grit my teeth as the noise echoed off the metal and faded into a series of snorts and grunts. And absolutely enormous.
Oh. Okay, so it's like big pig.
I guess.
Okay. I've brought another one.
And he announced. A slight tinge of respect lining his voice.
He wants to feed the pig.
Waited, expecting to hear some answer. The cloth around my eyes sealing my sight to darkness. I realized my knees were shaking and my back was coated in sweat. I was terrified.
Can I don't know if this is a usual thing you get, but you're a fucking great actor. Voice actor.
I get that from people I work with, never from random people.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that as offensive.
Oh.
But
Well, that's not
but
offensive
actually,
at all. I like that. I genuinely like the fact that I'm well known enough for people to recognize my skill, but not well known enough to be mobbed at a grocery store. Good happy medium.
yeah, but like you can get emotion and stuff into just narrating. I love that.
Yeah, it's actually funny. You can thank my friend Dylan for that.
Okay, well,
Taught me how to do that.
Danny is back. Let's see. I love Danny by some reason. That's my favorite character this far.
Yeah.
If that is what you wish.
And he said, and I felt him ow under my hand. Apparently, some unseen conversation just happened, and Danny took my wrist and pushed me forward.
Approach the pig.
Instructed. My whole body trembled, and my knees locked into place. Robbed from sight. I raised my...
Was that my phone or your phone?
I will be arriving soon.
Oh.
I raised my hands trying to get my bearings, and the heat and ash filling my head with nausea. I felt like I was going to throw up, my stomach rolling like the Dead Sea.
Oh.
I didn't know where I was or what horror lay before me. I felt lost and tiny, a fresh splash of tears dripping from my eyes and soaking into the cloth around my face.
I just have to interrupt before we continue.
Yeah?
I don't know what's happening with my OBS. How the fuck can I record this long without it fucking up? This happened when I recorded with that ninja there too. Just a day before I recorded with him, my OBS shut down on itself 50 times when I tried recording a simple Omegle video. I don't know what's happening. I guess my OBS likes this series. Anyway.
Yeah.
Please.
I begged.
Let me see what's happening.
And he was suddenly behind me, pushing me forward. He guided my hands towards something as we stepped together in unison. Even with the cloth around my face, I could see a giant mass of towering darkness before me. It was a spot of black on an already darkened canvas. As we walked forward, I was suddenly assaulted by a horrendous smell, and I gagged, turning away. Annie's grip tightened and forced me to continue. I could sense something just in front of me, a living, shifting mass of flesh. The smell increased to a wretched level, and I gagged again. And hot air was being blown in my face, a blast of heat that came in repeated short bursts. Vomited into my cloth. The source of the smell stemming from the hot air. I choked as the bile gushed over the fabric, soaking it and momentarily cutting off my oxygen. Danny slapped my hands away. I took a few seconds to steady my breathing again. I was I think they mean openly crying. I was openly crying now. Fear and misery. Collapsing my willpower.
I was opening crying now. Oh wait, that's kind of funny. I was opening crying now. Oh, sorry, what did you say?
My mom texted me about something.
Okay.
It was a quick text, that's all.
Oh, okay.
And then something squealed directly in front of me. I felt my bladder go. I was standing...
wait, haven't you... The wet cloth stunk?
Yeah. The wet cloth stunk as I sucked in soggy breaths. My own stomach acid coated my skin. I begged for all this to be over. Then something squealed directly in front of me. I felt my bladder go. I was standing before the pig.
Oh.
The
Finally!
source of darkness in my obscured vision. A fat, titanic creature that filled my senses with every breath it blew into my face. Danny raised my hand suddenly as I was touching the pig's snout. I recoiled immediately, but Danny forced my hands back. His fur was stiff and brittle. As my shaking hand explored up its nose, the size of the animal became clear to me.
Oh, it's actually... It is actually a pig, so we got that right.
Wow. Yeah. It had weight over a ton. Its flesh wiggled under my sweating hands, and it opened its mouth slightly. My fingers curled around teeth the size of kitchen knives. That's an interesting descriptor. And I realized its mouth was absolutely cavernous. The pig squealed again. I heard its hooves clack against the ground. It sounded like thunder rolling across an open field in the middle of summer.
Take this blindfold off now. No, wait, that's not him. Take this blindfold off, please.
I begged my legs, turning to jelly. And he had taken a few steps back, and I heard reverence in his voice.
You do not want to do that.
I jumped as the pig nudged me with its nose, the wet circle of flesh squishing against the length of my face. I shuddered away, raising my hands and omitting a cry of fear.
Feed the pig.
Annie instructed, his voice like cold steel now.
You made your choice. Now live with it. It's the only chance for you... No, it's the only chance you have of going back. Or maybe the pig doesn't like how you taste and sends you to hell. Only one way to find out.
Her eyes widened beneath the vomit-soaked cloth.
Won't like how I taste? Climb into its mouth.
And just like that, this became PETA's favorite story.
Damn.
Obviously, I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, because PETA's the people who are like, oh, what if animals ate humans?
Yeah.
You wouldn't like it.
Yeah. Okay, so
I immediately thought that.
Okay, so feed the pig is he feeds her. You feed the pig with yourself.
Yeah. My bladder let go again, and I felt warm piss run down my leg.
No, you can't mean.
Annie's voice hardened.
Climb into its mouth and don't stop crawling forward until it's done with you. Please.
I begged, turning towards Danny's voice, reaching out blindly.
Please, there has to be some other way. Don't make me do this.
It was a mess of snot and tears, my words bumbling from my mouth like a toddler. Danny stepped forward and spun me back to face the pig.
Do it! You made your choice. It will all be over soon. This is your only chance.
Senator Palpatine / Chancellor?
Yeah, do it.
That you?
Do it.
Yeah. Do it. I'm sorry. I could feel the pig breathing onto my face, its snout mere inches from my smell and heat it emitted made me want to vomit again. But I held it back. This was insane. This wasn't happening. My mind spun and twisted into chaos and fear. There had to be some other way. I couldn't do this. I could not do this. Suddenly I remembered the words of the woman. Sometimes suffering through your fear is better than suffering for eternity. Be brave. This was my only chance to get back to the world of the living. I had made such a terrible mistake in killing myself. If I could go back and change my life, I wouldn't have to spend eternity here. I could change my ways. Ensure a spot somewhere else. Somewhere away from the pig. But what if it decided to send me to hell? How much more suffering could I endure? I had to take the chance.
Okay, do you die?
It's your...
Oh, what? Oh.
Yeah, right. Please, God.
Please, God.
I whispered, taking a step forward.
If you can hear me, please have mercy on me.
My shaking hands reached out for the pig as I grasped its thick fur. I felt it slowly lower its head and open its mouth. It was waiting for me. Its thick, hot breath stinking in my nostrils. This was it. I'm turning back now. All right, real quick, I gotta go feed my cats. They're getting angry.
I'm going into the toilet again.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we're sitting here waiting for Evan Kascinde to come back. No, I paused the recording, it's okay.
What?
I paused the recording. Now we're back again.
Oh, good.
Yeah, okay. Where
All
are
right.
we? Is it I slowly... Okay.
My shaking hands reached out for the pig. Oh no, I already did that. I slowly gripped its teeth and pulled myself forward into its jaws. Its head went at a downward angle. And so I immediately fell into the stomach. A 45-degree angle. Wet tongue squished under me, and I was shaking so hard I could barely breathe. Tears soaked my blindfold, and my heart crunched against my ribs.
Whoa,
Slowly, I reached forward and found another tooth to grab onto. Gritting my teeth, I pulled my body inward, past my knees. The pig raised its head. I was suddenly completely horizontal on its tongue. Saliva and mucus dripped around me, and the heat was so intense I almost blacked out. My knees clacked against its front teeth as I pulled myself even deeper. Its inner cheeks pressed in around me, squeezing my body like a soaky, fleshy coffin. Crying, terrified, I reached ahead of me and found more teeth, I pulled myself deeper into its mouth and felt my feet slide past its lips. My whole body was coated in slime, and I openly wept, grasping in the darkness for another tooth. That's when the pig started to chew on me. I screamed in crushing agony as my body was compressed between its massive teeth. I heard my legs snap instantly, and I felt wet bone pop from my skin. I shook violently as my body spasmed in shock and a mangled twist of blood and pain. Its tongue shifted me in its mouth, and I felt it bite down on my shoulder. My eyes bulged in their sockets as I howled, a hot pillar crunching down on my collarbone. I threw up violently, unable to control myself, the pain overwhelming. Keep crawling. Screaming, bloodshot eyes rolling wildly. I reached forward with my good arm, wetly searching for another tooth. I gripped my teeth, blood squirting between them. My fingers wrapped around something solid. The pig bit down again, its tongue twisting my body so its molars could snap down on my knees. The pain brought darkness, but my howling screams forced my eyes to remain open.
Okay. Exchange from the beginning. Damn, this is good written. This is a damn good written. I love this.
Yeah, it is. There's just like one section of the story that's a little too much, but the rest of it's really well written.
Yeah, this is. I was actually surprised. This is what I meant earlier. What I like with gore. This didn't came out of nowhere, and I wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah, like earlier it came out of nowhere, but this, like I was saying, like slow build up. This is a slow build up.
This is great.
It's a little faster than most, but it still does it well. It's like a weird blend of slow and quick, and I like it.
Yeah. Jesus, make it stop! I don't want to scream too loud. Sleeping people.
Bellowed my trembling hand, still gripping the tooth ahead of me.
Please make it fucking stop!
I ground my teeth together so hard they cracked, screaming, as I slowly pulled my body deeper into my mouth.
Into mouth. Into my mouth.
It's an amazing world of gumball shit right there. Something was changing. Tight walls of its throat squeezed my head, and I realized I was almost through.
Come on, you motherfucker! Come on!
I begged, vocal cords cracking. I reached ahead of me and grabbed onto a thick wad of flesh. My head felt like it was splitting, and the pig bit down on me again. I gasped, blood exploding from my mouth, and a great gush of red. It had pierced through my stomach, obliterating my insides like bloated noodles. Darkness rushed in on me. I was too much in shock to even scream. Strength, right as the blackness took me, I pulled myself forward one last time and felt myself slide down its throat.
Oh, finally.
This is doing something a creepypasta has not done in a long time, and it's giving me a feeling in my stomach. So, damn, congratulations, story.
Congratulations. Well, this is kind of old, though, so it's...
Falling, screaming. I was screaming. Heat so intense I thought I would melt. Clanging, something was hammering on a metal. Colors and images flew past me so quickly I could only make out their shape. Blood poured into my eyes.
Okay, he's falling into hell.
Forever.
He's falling
Suddenly
into hell.
my eyes snapped open. I was falling, my breath rushing back in my lungs, a great wave of purity. My face bounced off the wood floor, and I cried out as I felt my nose break. Tasted blood and saw stars. I'd stopped falling. There was a ring of burning fire in my throat, and I felt impossibly thirsty. I was lying on the floor. I slowly opened my eyes, and the darkness began to fade like morning mist under hot sun. Colors blend together, same focus. I was in my woodshed. I reached up my throat and grasped at the source of the heat. It was a rope I'd hung myself with, but now it was severed, releasing me from the grip of death. Relief rolled over me in an overwhelming wave of thanks. I curled up on the floor and sobbed, tears dripping from my eyes onto the dirty floor. My body shook and broken as I wept, wet hoarse cries out from my quivering lips. I had been spared. I was alive again. From my spot on the floor, I turned my eyes upward, my voice cracking.
Wait, where are we?
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God. Okay. Thank you, God. Oh, thank you.
I fell into another fit of uncontrollable sobbing.
promise I won't waste my life again. I promise I'll make things right. I'll fix everything.
I don't know how long it was before I got up. Time seemed to stretch for eternity. My mind refused to rebuild the horrors of what I had just witnessed crushing me. But I would know I would do everything I could to make the most out of my life. I was going to live every day to the fullest. I would devote myself to huddling others in dark times. I would reach out to many suicidals I can find and try to save them from what awaited them on the other side. I didn't want anyone else to have to witness the horrors of suicide. I didn't want anyone else to have to feed the pig. Okay, that is a great ending. And you know one thing I like? Yep. I like how we actually didn't go to hell, because that explains how we're seeing the story.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
No? Because if he went to hell, it's like... Oh, God. Okay, my friend Dylan at one point said this. It was his video. It's gone now. He still has it, but, the whole thing with Jacob being in that video kind of made me and him not really the happiest. This came out right before the allegation, but it was top 15.
Wait, who?
Dylan? Friend of mine?
Dylan. Oh, I don't know, but okay.
My point is, he had a video which was top 15 scariest creepypastas part 2, and one of which, when we were discussing it, we had one story, it was number 3. We were talking about it, and all 3 of us were like, yeah, it's a good story, but it's weird how, like, he'd have to be, like, writing his story from hell? And that makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then Dylan just goes, I'm pretty sure hell would have good internet connection.
Yeah, but wow, it began kind of what?
I think that almost works in its
benefit, though. Things happen like out of nowhere, but like when you well got into the flow and you reached into the ending, this was great.
Yeah, there's also the fact that I think the sporadiety of the initial part of it, how upfront and quick it is, I think works when looking back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because your mind would be quick in such a situation as going to a place between heaven and hell.
Yeah, that's a cool concept, actually.
Yeah. And I got 8 minutes before I'm going to go eat some nachos.
Okay. So, your final thoughts on the story?
I have 2 thoughts. First, I think it's a grandly written story. Genuinely. Very little fluff. In fact, I'd say almost non-existent fluff. It is a creepypasta that, like I said before, in a long time, I've always... creepypastas can make me feel something. But this is the first one in a while. The last one that gave me this feeling, being I was 14 years old when I first killed myself, that was the last one I read in 2014, which gave me that feeling, and I was a kid then. Nowadays,
and this was the first one until then?
What?
And this is the first one since then?
Yeah. It's the first one since then to give me that gut feeling. And it only happened once... Ruby, don't scratch the... I'm not going to be able to stop her. Anyways, the thing is, I'm still reeling. I still have that pit in my stomach. No pun intended, but in all seriousness. Whew.
Yeah, that was alright. That was alright. I understand why maybe too much sexual violence, but
yeah, the sexual that was my second thought. Is I feel like the sexual violence, whenever I see that in creepypastas, unless it's quick or just mentioned, that makes sense, and it has to have an effect on the story. But if it's long, gratuitous, both, or just doesn't impact the story at all, which is all of those cases, I feel like it just feels like shock value, and I'm not a guy who usually does that, who usually uses this excuse, but I do find it insanely disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, a lot of my favorite stories are insanely disrespectful. However, if we're taking that out of account, it just feels like a story slower because it's unnecessary. It makes no sense, and people I can usually get through a lot. So when I'm unable to get through it, a lot of people, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people wouldn't be able to get through it.
Yeah, I understand.
One thing was okay when they mentioned they raped the monsters rape people. that's okay, because it just is a description of what they do. But when they go into detail, it feels like softcore porn.
Yeah.
And like a really fucked up one at that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But like overall, this was a great story. Like well written, well used pronunciation,
no
well used songs.
This one's definitely close. I'd say it's like a 9.8 out of 10. Like really good.
Yeah, I would say 9 out of. I would say I would rank it a 9 as well, around. But like,
I might be a little biased in saying this because my friend did write my favorite creepypasta story. But that might be a little bias showing through.
Nah, it's okay. But like, yeah. This I just came across. I just came across this on the internet.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm talking over you. Sorry.
No, sorry. It's funny also because I just came across this story when I was frantically searching for stories that we could use instead of Sandman. Not that I hate Sandman. I've heard it before, and that's why I kind of didn't want to use it. And you knew the guy, and like, I mean, maybe it wouldn't be as fun to see us who knows a story narrate and discuss it.
The guy who wrote Sandman as well as the He Is the Rake stuff, and I know you're in the He Is the Rake movie, or at least the first one.
Yeah.
He wrote 4 Rake stories, and he wrote Sandman. He wrote a lot of stuff. The guy's name is Daniel Carter Penn.
Did he write The Rake?
No, he wrote one of the Rake stories.
Oh, okay. I was what?
There's like 7 Rake stories. He wrote He Is the Rake, He Is the Rake, the continued story, He Is the Rake, continued yet again, and Skinwalker.
Did he write Skinwalker?
Yeah.
What? So the same writer who wrote Sandman wrote Skinwalker.
Yeah, the one about the Rake.
Oh yeah, I think we did the Skinwalker on our channel. I think that it's the most viewed. It's the most viewed video on our channel actually.
Neat. Fair warning though, I did meet him after he wrote these things.
Okay, well.
So it's not like I met him before. I met him after he wrote these things, but he's a good writer.
Yeah.
Not to be confused though, the most popular Rake story is not the original, but the story just called The Rake is written by a guy named Brian Somerville, who, I don't know, he seems like a nice guy, but it's not the original, but it is definitely a good version of it.
Yeah.
As most forget, The Rake started as an Algonquin myth that turned into a 4chan, let's create a monster thing, where they're like, okay, let's not create a monster, but let's enhance the idea of the Rake. So then they enhanced the idea of the Rake, and instead of them just being a band of smart creatures in the forest, they became more ominous and more force of nature-y.
I thought he was one creature.
Well, the Algonquin believed that they were a group of creatures.
Okay.
And it's actually technically a mistranslation of Tetluk, which Tetluk in Algonquin languages means the dweller. But Tetluk, the Rake, you can hear the similarity.
Yeah.
But the Rake, as we hear it in the stories, is similar but still very different to the Algonquin myths.
Yeah.
Now, the Algonquin myths of Tetluk is not to be confused with Tetwendigo, or the Wendigo. Not to be confused with that one. Fun fact, Tetwendigo means the evil that devours in Algonquin.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Technically, in more northern dialects, it's the evil that consumes, but the idea is still the same.
Yeah, maybe we should do some The Rake stories on this podcast thing also.
Just do the entire He Is the Rake Chronicles. Well, I mean, I am playing Ennis Gamble in that, so I will have to do the Ennis Gamble lines. At least for the first 2 stories.
Have you read?
The first 2 stories take place, I don't know if you know this, the first 2 stories take place with Ennis Gamble. The third is with his brother Scott. And the fourth is at the place of the father of Ennis Gamble. So like Ennis Gamble's father tells a story of his father. You know, it's like the Rake runs in this family. It's just like, what the hell?
Yeah, well, anyways, if anyone are interested in seeing the Sandman, maybe we could get Ivan back, and he can...
Evan, not Ivan.
Evan.
Yes,
Evan.
Thank you.
Evan. Okay, sorry.
No, don't worry.
Mispronunciation.
I get it.
Evan.
I still say disaster after all this time, and everyone gets mad at me when I say disaster, Nebraska, or Nevada, or California, Montana. I do it a lot. And again, those are American states, and people get weirdly patriotic over here to a scary degree.
Well, anyways, as I was about to say, maybe we could get Evan back for Sandman.
Yeah. For the record, I've read it before. Asmus, I think, has read it before.
I've listened and read it before.
It won't be fresh eyes, but it definitely. Oh my god, my computer has this thing where it leans back.
Yeah, I've seen
and
that.
I realized it had fallen back so far.
Yeah, but it would be fun discussing the story.
Times speed, they're gonna see me slowly sink.
Yeah, well, it would be fun to see us discussing the story, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking about reading Jeff the Killer with that ninja there as well, because it's such a how do you call it? It's a big story at least. Classic story, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it would be funny to see.
Be in that if I could.
Absolutely. If we could get up
is quite the interesting story, because it's a horribly written story, but it has potential. And that's the problem. There is do you know who Samora Machel is?
No.
He was a revolutionary, brought democracy to Mozambique. Anyways, he had a word and he said, "There is nothing a greater loss in humanity than wasted or underutilized potential." And he's right.
Yeah.
There is nothing worse than being able to do something and not doing it.
Well, maybe it sounds like we hate on Jeff the Killer, but I like the story because it's.
I don't like it as a story.
I grew up with it. Wait. Let me just. I grew up with it, so like. Yeah, it's my childhood. Even though it's bad as fuck, it's still it is my childhood. So it's. It holds a part in my heart.
I like it for what it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I too grew up with it. I'm 22. I grew up with this. So as someone who's grown up with that, I very much feel like, oh, nostalgia and the heartstrings, but objectively, it's not a good story. Bad grammar.
Is it weird that if I'd say I have never read Ted the Caver, actually?
You've never read Ted the Caver?
I've heard much about it. I even saw. Wait! I even saw a short series on YouTube about it. I don't remember.
It's not the best creepypasta, but it is top 5 in my book, and it is. There's a reason it's so widely regarded as one of the best. It's because it is genuinely one of the best.
Oh
my god!
I heard.
Did my audio go weird?
No. I hear you good. But I heard it was it started as a real. As a real blog by this
the first 7, I think, maybe it was 6 or 5, were actual posts. But then
cool.
People were making jokes apparently about oh, they're gonna find a Wendigo or a Skinwalker or some creature. So they ended up turning it into what then was called an alternate reality game. Nowadays we call it unfiction, but they're roughly the same thing.
Isn't that the ARG?
Yes.
Yes.
Geez, I've been in so many weird ARGs.
We did some back in the days too.
People thought was a spy network.
Well.
I'm not joking though. We had a whole massive. We even used bots to upload the massive amount of videos. We're talking 90,000, an hour. Such a large amount of it, and fucking Unfavorable Semicircle got canceled, and not canceled, but it got taken off because people thought it was a spy network. And apparently YouTube only looks at how many flags there are, not what they're actually saying.
Well, now I got 1999 in my head too. I want to read that too. It was such a long ago.
1999's great, but it's sad how Camden Lamont never finished the story.
Well, he kind of did. As I remember it, I thought it was a kind of good ending.
It's a cliffhanger, but
yeah,
I remember seeing an interview and he was like, "Oh yeah, I meant to continue it, but I just didn't know where to go, so I left it at a cliffhanger." It's a cliffhanger that works as an ending, and I think it is a good ending. I'm just ever curious about what it would have been if he kept it going. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you have some recommendations for future creepypastas we could do?
I have 3.
3.
First, I'd highly recommend. I was 14 years old when I first killed myself.
Okay.
It is a genuinely heart-wrenching but good.
If I remember,
There's a shorter
yes.
one I'd recommend as well. I'd highly recommend it. It's a short pasta, but it's called The Flesh Market. It's only
Okay.
about an 8-minute read, but I like it.
Yeah.
You know?
We could do a shorter. We could do a bunch of small stories in one episode. That's cool.
Yeah, and the other one is also a short one that I think would be great to partner in with Flesh Market is Emily.
Oh, I think I've read that actually.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Oh.
You know what I almost forgot to do?
No, I don't know.
My first creepypasta.
Oh yeah. How long is it?
It's really short. I
Okay.
mean, what do you imagine a 3rd grader to write?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You want me to just read it? Like, I'll just read it.
Yeah, sure, do it.
All right. I'll read it as it's read and not as I thought it in my head.
Okay.
January 9th, 1987. What was it? Tomorrow, adventure in the cave. I don't know what to expect, but if anyone finds this journal, I'm dead. John Terry, missing since 1987. Jonelle entry #1, January 3rd, 1792. Am finally in new state. I just can't wait until I finish my log cabin. Journal entry number 10. It was a monster that killed my mother, a monster I tell you. It had giant eyes, long legs, and a heart on its head, but it has no head, it's just not there. Jackson McCarthy died due to severe mauling and blood loss. January 1, 1733. I saw something in the woods. I went to investigate. I heard something scream I had never heard before. It set chills through my spine, and I jumped at me. It ripped my arm clean off. I call it the pain was horrible in ways I cannot describe. I ran to the nearest town in New York. I know I'm not going to make it, but I will never forget what I saw. I call it the Shinger. Marcus Matang died by blood loss. January 5, 1700. Something terrible happened. The people on board the McCarthy were found dead. I saw something crawl out of the ship. Something I saw in England. But I must just be paranoid. I should get
Paranoid.
John Doe missing since he went on a hunting trip. January 1899. January question mark 1899. I'm going to die today. Better to shoot myself than die to that beast. If you are reading this, tell Lisa I love her. Jack Adams died of suicide. All the men who died were in their 40s to late 50s, so I know I'm gonna die because of though. Goodbye, Crewley world. Bang, bang. Oh no, claw. Shit.
Wait. This.
Zoran died by question
Wait.
mark.
Oh wait, that went by so fast. What the fuck happened?
Exactly. That's how bad it was.
I didn't catch a word of what you said. What the what?
Oh, most of it's completely incomprehensible. Anyways, I gotta go.
Oh,
My cats are screaming for me to.
You wanna do an outro?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what to do for an outro. I'm not usually good with them live, but hello everyone. Yeah. Have some fun. Be here for the next one. Don't die. The pumpkins are angry. Don't open the window. And in 6 years, 4 months, and a day at 3:37 p.m., if you're living near the Tunguska River in Russia, you must stand outside, face the sky, and eat a lemon, or you will be crushed by another meteor.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that.
No.
Anyways, have a good one.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this recording. This have been us. Peace out.